Welcome to the Blissful Biz podcast, where we explore how you can build a thriving online business when you're a yoga teacher, or health coach, or Pilates instructor, or spiritual entrepreneur. I'm Susanna, and today I'm diving deep into the messaging breakthrough that truly revolutionized my business and the results I create for yoga teachers like you. This whole journey started in the most really unexpected way. So I was planning to update my Find Your Niche course. Back in the day, I sold it as Niche Bliss. So I was planning on updating it to include some ChatGPT strategies because I'm really using AI all over in my business these days, and it just felt outdated not to mention it in this course. So, really, nothing revolutionary, just a simple update to help you guys use this tool. But as I worked on it, something clicked for me personally. So I realized I'd been teaching about niches and messaging for years, but I hadn't fully committed to my own clarity and using my message and brand voice consistently in my business. I had a few prompts, some information here and there saved in some notes that I used, but not really an overview with everything in one place. So I took a step back and applied my own frameworks to my business. I defined exactly who I serve, the transformation I create, and the unique approach I bring. And then I started feeding this crystal clear messaging into ChatGPT. I'm Susanne Reicher, digital marketing expert with over 20 years of experience, turned yoga teacher, turned six-figure online business owner. 10 years ago, I flew to Bali for a yoga teacher training, fell in love with the island, and decided to build an online business so I could live there. Can't be that hard, right? That decision launched me into an adventure bigger than I'd ever imagined. Over the last 8 years, I've guided over 1,000 yoga teachers and hard-led coaches how to launch and sell their digital offers, build their brand and websites, and build a profitable online business. In this podcast, I share real proven strategies and the exact steps that work. Whether you're just starting out or ready to scale, we'll dive into everything from creating offers your students can't resist to making digital marketing work for you. If you're ready to build a business that brings both freedom and success, you are in the right place. Okay, so I had finally everything in one place. I finally had documents about, okay, this is my brand message, this is my niche, this is my vision, this is my brand voice. So I saved all that. I have everything in one place, and I use this when I use AI, mainly ChatGPT and Claude. And oh my God, guys, the difference, it was immediate. And honestly, I can't believe I waited so long to do that. My content creation time dropped from hours to minutes. But more importantly, everything I created finally felt like me. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just about updating a niche course or using a new tool. This was about the freedom and confidence that comes when you finally get total clarity on your messaging and use it consistently across everything you do. I know so many yoga teachers who are brilliant, but who struggle to articulate their value, and maybe you can relate. You know the feeling. You transform lives really, but when someone asks, what makes your teaching special? You stumble through an explanation that feels so flat compared to the magic you create with your students. And honestly, I faced the same challenge in my own business. I really struggled with defining my unique brand message. So often and for so long, my content felt disconnected from my expertise. So my messaging shifted all over the place constantly. So formal in email, then I was casual on social media and sometimes spiritual, other times more practical. And it didn't get better when I started using ChatGPT. Instead, I sounded like everybody else. And, how we all been so excited when we discovered ChatGPT and it made everything sound so pretty and so amazing. But then we all sounded the same and it totally put me off. I was like, I don't even know what to post anymore. I was so uninspired and confused, right? And this inconsistency really showed in my results. My engagement was really low, slow growth, and the frustrating awareness that I wasn't creating the connection with my audience that I knew was possible. The breakthrough happened when I stopped trying to be everything to everyone. I realized that effective messaging isn't about clever copywriting tricks. It's about absolute clarity on three essential elements, and I'm going to give them to you. First, who you help. And I don't mean vague descriptions like women who want to feel better. I am talking about identifying specific people with specific struggles. Let me share an example from one of my clients. When we first started working together, she described her audience as busy professionals seeking balance. And in our sessions, I explained to her that while this wasn't wrong, it wasn't specific enough to create a strong connection, to really make an impact. So we spent time exploring who was already gravitating to her teaching style and who she most enjoyed working with. Eventually, she refined her audience to professionals with demanding schedules who want to incorporate yoga into their lives but struggle to maintain consistency. This is not what she put on her homepage, right? This is the background she needed. This more defined audience allowed her to address specific challenges like finding time for practice, dealing with work related stress, and building sustainable routines. Her messaging started speaking directly to the real barriers her ideal students faced, rather than generic wellness benefits. When she made this shift, her content started resonating much more deeply, and she began attracting students who were truly aligned with her teaching approach. So that's who you help. Second, how you help them. This is where most yoga teachers go wrong. They list every training they've completed and every modality they offer. I do yoga, pranayama, meditation, Reiki, and sound healing. But that overwhelms potential clients. They don't really care about that either. They care about how you can help them. So instead, focus on your primary methodology. What's the main approach you use to get results? For instance, rather than saying, I integrate multiple healing modalities for holistic transformation, what does that even mean, right? You could say, I use targeted physical alignment techniques to relieve persistent back pain. I want you to be ruthlessly specific here, ruthless. And third, the result you deliver. This is what actually sells your offers tangible, real world outcomes, not vague promises like find your inner peace or connect with your authentic self. Once I clarified these three elements for my own business, I created what I call my core brand message, essentially an elevator pitch that clearly defined my work. It's I help yoga teachers package their brilliance into digital offers and build a thriving online business so they can have more freedom and impact. Notice how specific that is. It identifies who, yoga teachers, how, by packaging their brilliance into digital offers and building an online business. And the result, more freedom, which is something I care about personally so much, and impact, reaching people all over the world. This clear statement immediately communicates my value proposition and speaks directly to the aspirations of my ideal clients. And this clarity became then the foundation for using ChatGPT and other AI tools effectively. And here's where the magic happened. So I developed specific prompts that leverage my brand message to generate content that actually sounded like me. So let me share 3 game-changing prompts that you can start using immediately. Prompt number 1 for creating your initial brand message. Help me craft a clear brand message for my business using this format, who I help, and then you add who you help, how I help them. So you enter your primary methodology and the result I get them. So that should be specific, tangible outcomes. Make it concise, conversational, and focus on real world benefits. Avoid spiritual or vague language. Give me 3 different versions. Oh my God, that's going to really, help you so much when you're trying to figure out how can I really package my expertise? What's really my brand core? So, and you'll find those prompts in the show notes and in the accompanying blog post as well. So you don't have to write it down when you're listening. Prompt number 2 is for checking message clarity. I'm considering this brand message, so paste your message. Would a complete stranger immediately understand what I do and who I help? If not, how could I make it clearer without making it longer? You can, of course, also ask friends. You should, right? But AI is such an amazing brainstorm buddy and a marketing assistant, so use that, utilize it. And prompt number 3 for creating Instagram content. Using my brand message, paste message, create 5 Instagram caption beginnings that speak directly to my ideal clients' pain points and position me as their solution. Each should start with a different attention-grabbing opening. And that's going to inspire you to create your content and really use your voice in a completely new and aligned way. So let me show you how this works in practice. One of my clients, a prenatal yoga teacher, had this initial brand message. I help expectant mothers connect with their changing bodies and prepare for birth through gentle yoga practices. Not terrible at all, but not really compelling either. So after working through my framework, she refined it to I transform the birth experience for first-time mothers through specialized prenatal yoga sequences that build physical strength and mental resilience, replacing anxiety with genuine confidence. See how much more specific that is and also more unique, right? There are so many prenatal yoga classes, yoga teachers, but she talks about helping them feel confident giving birth, going into that experience. It speaks directly to the real problems mothers to be have, like anxiety about giving birth, and it offers concrete solutions. With this clear message, she then used ChatGPT to transform her marketing. So here's what's happened. For her website homepage, instead of a generic "Welcome to my yoga practice" headline, she now has "Prepare for birth with confidence, specialized prenatal yoga for first-time mothers." That speaks directly to her audience's deepest desires. For her Instagram bio, she condensed her message to transforming the birth experience for first-time mothers, building physical strength and mental resilience, certified prenatal yoga teachers, free confidence building sequence in link. This focused messaging really dramatically increased her engagement. Why? Because when someone with those specific problems finds her, they immediately think she understands exactly what I'm going through. The transformation this creates isn't just about better marketing, it's about genuine connection. When your messaging clearly articulates the real problems you solve, the people who need you most can finally find you. And the time this saves, oh my God, it's really remarkable too. What once consumed hours of content creation, writing emails, crafting social media posts, and updating website copy now takes just minutes with ChatGPT and Claude, guided by your clear brand message and voice instructions. For me, having this clarity and having everything in one place, it has made everything in my business so much easier. My website instantly connects with visitors because it clearly communicates what I offer. My programs address the exact challenges my audience faces. My emails, social posts, and even conversations with clients have a consistent thread that builds real trust. And I also love how having this clarity about my niche, my brand message, my vision helps me make better decisions in my business. So, with this defined vision and niche, I can quickly assess if new opportunities actually make sense for my business. I'm not getting distracted anymore by the latest trends or platforms that simply aren't right for me. So now you might get all excited about using AI in this new way and with that clarity. And I want that for you, right? I definitely want that for you. But something important to remember is that ChatGPT is still just a tool to enhance your voice, not replace it. I always review everything that I use AI for to create, and I add my personal stories and make sure it genuinely sounds like me. The AI gives me a starting point and it saves me so much time, but my perspective makes it truly valuable. So remember this, right? And what's also important is to realize that your messaging will evolve as your business grows. That's natural and that's great, right? It's good. Just give your approach enough time to connect with your audience before making big changes. You don't want to throw everything away and start from scratch every 3 months. That's exhausting for you and for your audience. Consistent messaging needs time to resonate and build recognition. And now, if you're ready to experience this same transformation, I'm so excited to share that I've just launched Unlock Your Secret Sauce, the ultimate messaging blueprint for yoga teachers. This mini course gives you my proven framework for crafting your message, developing your authentic brand voice, defining your profitable niche with powerful ChatGPT prompts at every step. Inside, you'll discover how to unlock your secret sauce and craft compelling messaging that resonates with your ideal clients. Plus, you get some amazing bonuses right now, like my proven welcome email sequence. You get a workbook with all ChatGPT, so everything you need to take action. Whether you're just starting your online teaching journey or you've been at it for years, this framework will transform how you communicate your value in the digital space. Right now, I'm offering this amazing course at a super special price of just $27. Yes, you're hearing that right. It's just $27 instead of $147. That's 80% of the regular price of $147. You can get all the details and join us at susannereiker.com/secret sauce. That's my website, susannereiker.com/secret sauce. And I also add the link to the show notes. You're teaching what you're doing already changes lives. Now it's time for your messaging to do the same. I really hope this is going to be so helpful for you. And let me know how it goes, or just use the prompts that I shared here in this episode. And it's time to really repackage your expertise and communicate it in a way that has clarity, that has consistency, and that really connects with your dream clients. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I'll talk to you again soon. Until then, have an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Blissful Biz podcast. If you found this helpful, I'd love it if you hit subscribe and left a review on Apple Podcasts. It helps other yoga teachers and coaches find these strategies too, and it would mean the world to me. It really makes a difference. And if you're ready to take the next step, head over to my website, susannereiker.com, where you'll find my free resources, latest blog posts, and all the ways we can work together to grow your online business. Until next week, keep building your blissful biz.